I'm very much excited today, sharing with you about this good news, this good information about scholarships for bachelor's degree, undergraduate education in Norway. Yes, I've been talking about how difficult it is to get scholarships for bachelor's degree. And I talked about Berea College, but today I'm talking about scholarships, or rather, cost of education in Norway, one among the finest country on planet Earth. Welcome to EBM Scholars. I'm Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Subscribe to my channel here so that you can get this kind of information to you. When I post, you just get a notification and you can be able to get right away before the deadline of these particular opportunities. Yes, let's talk about scholarships or education cost in Norway. So there is a video at the end. I'm going to put, I put the link on the description below, but also I'll put as a suggested video about education system in Norway. Overall, there is no cost of school fees in general, no school fees in Norway. And that regulation doesn't affect international students. So whether you are Norwegian, whether you are European, whether you are African, whether you are Asian, whether you're from Latin America, there is a free of charge studying in Norway, as long as you apply for public university. So let me read it clearly from their website. It says this way: completing a university degree is considered to be an expensive endeavor, and tuition fees are usually making up the bulk part of the cost. This is not the case in Norway, where public funding secures free education for both Norwegian and international students. The majority of Norwegian universities and state university colleges are publicly funded, and the Norwegian government considers access to a higher education for all to be an important part of Norwegian society. Thus, as a rule, Norwegian public institutions do not charge fees. Norwegian public universities or institutions do not charge tuition fees. This also applies to international students, no matter which country you come from. And of course, from the website. And there is another part they say this one: nothing's for free is a saying, and that's true in many cases. But in Norway, it is possible to get quality education without having to pay tuition fees. So that's number one. There is no school fees. It's free. So if it is free, you only need to pay is your cost of living. So if you are a parent, you want your child to do bachelor degree, don't take your child to Malaysia, China. Don't take your child to US, to UK. Why? While in Norway is free. You will all end up paying the cost of living. And the cost of living in most of the Norway cities is less than 10,000 per year. So if it is less than 10,000 per year, let's say if it's 10,000 per year, as an international student, you are allowed to work. You are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week. Once you get a study permit, it's a guarantee, it is automatically work permit to work 20 hours per week. But the second year, you must show that you are doing well in class to be allowed to continue to work, because they don't want you to concentrate on work and not studying. So let's say, here's what they say. Let me read. Part-time work. Many international students hold part-time jobs when studying in Norway. It is a good way to learn and to practice your Norwegian and increase your budget. So in order to save money, you have to use that one. You should, however, beware that there are restrictions on how much work you can, beside being a full-time student, and where they put like international students, non-European Union people, they can work up to 20 hours per week during the first year of study. And then from there, you have to get permit. So let's say you are working 20 hours per week, and that means it's 80, around 80 hours per month. And let's say each hour is $10, let's say. That means you get 800 per month, 800 US dollar per month. And that's if you times the 12 is 9,600. Reduce the tax, let's say 3,000. So you end up having 6,000 at least. So if your cost of studying, cost of living is 10,000, technically it's 4,000 because you get the money by working. But assume even if you don't work, you still have, you can have opportunity to pay less than coming to US. As an international student, you are going to pay maybe 20,000 school fees and the cost of living on top of that. But in Norway, you pay 10,000 cost of living, school fees you don't pay, it's free. But there is one challenge, the language of instruction. Many colleges in bachelor degree level, they teach in Norwegian. Even in masters, but in masters and the PhD, most of the program are in English. There are so many universities they teach in English. But in Norway, bachelor degree mostly is in Norwegian. From kindergarten to bachelor degree is in Norwegian. But very few universities, they offer some programs in English. So I'm going to read some of these universities which they provide education level in English language or English programs, which you can be able to use them to apply. So if you're a parent, you can work on these universities to make sure that your child gets to some of these ones. These are not all. This is not the all list of all universities in Norway which provide bachelor degree programs in English language. So some of these ones are Nord University with the Bachelor of Science in Biology. And there is a website here. So in the description of this one, I'm going to post this all these links. So don't worry to get frustrated that when I read it so fast. I'll post this one here. Then there is Nord University again with the Bachelor of Circumpolar Studies. I don't know what is that. Then there is Bachelor of English at Nord University. Then the 3D Art, Animation, and VFX Bachelor's program at Nord University. Then Nord University, they have Film and TV Production Bachelor program here. Then Nord University again, they have Games and Entertainment Technology program. Bachelor in International Environment and Development Studies. This is at the Norwegian University of Life Sciences, NMBU. Then there is a Bachelor in Arctic Adventure Tourism at the Arctic University of Norway, UIT. Then there is a Bachelor of Northern Studies, the Arctic, again, UIT. Then there is Bachelor in Acting and Bachelor in Scenography. This is at the Norwegian Theatre of Academy. Yeah. And their website is there. So these are public universities with these programs in English. So you can just search public universities in Norway which offer programs in English. So these are some. But if you go to private university, you will pay for tuition and fees. But it's very small amount. And that is still the small amount you'll pay like any other Norwegian. So you don't pay as international fees. So there is Bachelor of Business Administration at BI Norwegian School of Business. The Bachelor of Digital Forensics at Norof. There is a Bachelor of Interactive Media Animation, Norof University. There is a Bachelor of Interactive Media, again, Games. So there are some of these are private, but just public universities, I posted there. Just make sure that you apply public universities, bachelor degree, which they teach you English language. Otherwise, you have to prove that you speak Norwegian in order to be able to do that. Again, I'm repeating, there is no tuition and fees for public universities in Norway. And you'll be given a automatically work permit to work up to 20 hours per week in Norway as an international student. So what else do you need? As a parent, don't waste and take your child to a country you pay a lot of money while there are so many opportunities like this one. Any question about Norway, any question about bachelor degree, just put on the comment. This will be able to share with others. If you have ever got a scholarship for bachelor degree or you have ever studied in Norway, please share your experience in the comments here so others can benefit from your experience in Norway. My brother studied in Norway at University of Oslo. A friend of mine he just graduated. He did his, I think it's Molde University. He did his master's and the PhD from the same university. Yeah, so I know a few people who did their studies in Norway, and they enjoy a lot. Yeah, so, and a friend of mine, Francis, got admitted from, I think it was NTNU or Bergen, University of Bergen, but he didn't go there. He came to US because he got a lot of scholarships. So those are some of the information about bachelor's degree programs in Norway, which are taught in English, and international students can apply, and you don't need to know Norwegian or to prove that you know Norwegian in order to pursue their studies. So any question on that? If no, did you know that Norway is free education for public universities? If you didn't know, that is the news for you. So start working on that. If you're a parent, work on that. If you're a student, see on that. As I said, there are very few scholarships for bachelor's degree. So this is some of information. Work on them and make sure that you access these opportunities as soon as possible, and make sure that you utilize them. Share the video. Share to your Facebook. Share to your Instagram. Share to your WhatsApp groups. Subscribe to this channel, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you again. I appreciate your support for all you have been able to help me watch all these videos. I suggest here be able to succeed. Thank you so much again, and goodbye.